When Miss Yolanda was talking to you about colors, were you first, like, what was your first response when she pulled out those color swatches?
I thought we was about to go pick out colors for her whole house or something. Like, I thought she wanted us to help her pick out what color you want me to do my kitchen. Like, I didn't know what she was doing.
Right.
I never seen nothing like that.
This is another assignment. What a rubric. Let me get this done real quick. But there wasn't none though. It was just go ahead, write. I'm like, write about what?
Did you write poems before you had a chance to work with her?
So, are you ready to work on these poems again? What's that? No, not actually. No, not really. Just be real about that.
I'm from the District of Columbia, city of imperfection, where homeless people sleep beneath the monument's erection. Type of place decisions made by which you be affected, and mayors caught smoking a rock might still get reelected. So this first question I want to propose to you is this. Where are you from? Where are you from? You can take that however you like. Now I know that can be a difficult question for some people, a complicated one. It can even be an insulting one to ask if you're in the wrong part of town. Where are you from? You gotta think about it.
What we're gonna do first is give you some examples of what you could do with your poems as they get accompanied to music. So I'm gonna share some of my poems with y'all. Coming in as a stranger and then becoming somebody familiar. How do you create trust so that you can cross that border with students? So I think that trust is really important in terms of getting them to kind of unleash their creative powers. Her lipstick. Her blush, the shadow of her hair as she passed before a lamp. One night, a man was shot and killed on this block, right outside our thick wood door. The color of grandmother's love in our trouble, the color of me missing you, the color of the edge of memory, the color of light in your smile, the highlights in your natural brown, the hue in your old lady hair.
And your description is amazing. It's like the way I can describe it is like honey sweet. I feel like you flow right a lot, and I don't know, like every word I kept hearing was like sweet to my ear.
So the highest compliment for me is that my words sound like honey, or they sound soothing to your ear. Like, my goodness. Because I believe that. Like, I believe in the power of words to heal. Like, people have done that for me. And that is a very difficult thing. I fail at it a lot every time I sit down to write. Right? Like, you don't necessarily get it on the first draft. So I give that to you to say you can also do that. Inviting students into a creative process where they feel safe to experiment is something that I feel is key to the work that I'm trying to do here. And also has been something successful, I think, that's happened just from that last class, that we built up enough trust with the students and trust in their own process, trust in themselves, that they feel that they can share either on paper or in front of their peers. Don't be shy. I think you really want to get up here and read that.
She does.
She does. Like, you're giving me all the eye contact, you know? Now she's gonna look down and she'll be like, I'm not looking at her ever again. Ooh, she's getting up, yay! Give her some love, give her some love. This is not an easy thing to do.
Brother Isaiah, where are you going?
I want my thoughts and views to be immortal, be as good as Christ, even if it's immoral. Rise and shine to a castle made from my grind and hurdles.
I come from a country so strong and persistent that they walk through many different states for freedom. I come from a tribe that painted their chest blue and ripped out the hearts of the enemies that didn't know how to use it.
Our schools are not necessarily teaching kids to think as freely as we think. They're teaching them to think freely within the confines of a box that ends with testing or ends with a grade. And it's nice to come in and say, you know what, you need this free thinking skill You need this critical thinking. You need this ability to synthesize things that are different, right? These are all skills that we would all say are 21st century skills, but they're in the context of exercises that are also designed to make you feel good, that are also allowed to make you, designed to connect, help you connect with other people, to get other people to hear you, to get to share a part of you on the inside that may not always come out so easily, be shown on the outside. Those are life skills that I think are embodied in the creative process.
I think some of our students are really naturally inclined to write in this way, and some of them need a little bit more of a push. But it's been really fun watching them, especially the ones who are less likely to go there on their own, watching them kind of come out of their shells and get to something that they may not have gotten to on their own.
Getting the students to really understand how you can take an everyday object or an everyday experience and just turn it a little bit and think of, express the way that you perceive it, the way you feel about it in a slightly different way, how a whole bunch of new doors could open up.
I'm giving them the way out of some of these boxes that they've been in for the last 12 years.
I thought I was like in a tropical like jungle or something like that, and then my mind went down to like I was in the ocean.
And his boat washed away and he was stranded on the island. He's running back and forth trying to make sounds like to get people's attention.
The loud thunder there, I got scared. It made me think of like the story when the little lion was running from the herd, and then he was trying to run so fast.
And she was about to swim, but when the thunder struck, she started drowning and drowning and drowning.
If you think about it more than literally, what can that sound taste like? What can that sound feel like? What can that sound smell like? Right? And these kinds of things, I think you'll get some really exciting results if you start to explore the world like that. Step close to the microphone.
It's not something that a lot of people get the chance to do. And I feel like everybody really should though. They have the ability to have a mic in front of you, you're able to say your words, and then able to hear it back to you.
When the pearls touched the tranquil aqua, Poseidon raged, because he knew pearls lay beneath his tranquil aqua, and that pearls sought ivory for companion, but ebony to own.
I knew that I liked writing things and creating stories and stuff like that, but with this program, it made me more confident about it.
Jazz Age Coral, a color so soft but so full of secrets. It lets out small whispers that sound like a song.
I'm always thinking about like everything at once. So to have like a class where we could actually just, write everything down felt like really good for me. Like it feels like I'm not holding it in anymore. I'm just kind of like letting it out and it's out there. And it's not just a thought in my head anymore.
Vertigreen, the second birth color of nature, that's been around for the ages. The color you see in beautiful vegetation.
Everybody taught me a little bit of something, and I'm definitely taking it away this summer when I write more for myself.
The color of rapid heat, not just any heat, a heat of rapid bullets. Tears Jubilee is a fun name to say, but it's a bad consequence of an action. We always gain experience from doing things that we haven't done before. So when someone asks me if I ever recorded, I'm like, yeah, I recorded.
The sage emanates off a tropical somber, but it also hints a forested tranquil. Cold or warm, it resembles a soul.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right,
Yes.
That's pretty cool, dude. I like it.
Thanks.
How'd it feel?
It felt good.
It was taking a step back from yourself to look at yourself. I don't know how to describe that, but it's the best I got.
hear your own voice, it sounds weird. But like in that moment, I felt good about my own voice.
That turquoise were tequila for the eyes? Girl, please, give me some. You're a beast.
Easy. Yeah. That's all it takes to be a percussionist. You just had to hit stuff.
Thank you, Mr. Q, for giving me the opportunity to do it, and I thank y'all for being with it. I appreciate it. So much love to you.